Hey class, thanks for accepting the StoryWeb template challenge. This activity is very similar to the reading web that we were working on over the course of the school year in our classroom. So if you remember that web, it was on a large sheet of paper, and you put the books that you were reading for the whole school year, whether you read them independently or we read them as a class, and you just create a web. Maybe the books were by the same author. Maybe one book inspired you to read another book. Maybe you had to read a book for a certain class or because you were doing a research project. But whatever the reason, you had to think of a way to connect the book that you read to the web. And this is basically the same thing, except you're going to be doing it digitally. I'm going to start off showing you a sample web that I created. So as you can see, the web that you're going to be making is for the months of March, April, May, and June. So that'll be for, basically if you think back to March 13th was the last day that we were supposed to have school. And for my homeroom, we had just finished reading the book Nightjohn. We were reading What's His Face. And since then, I've read the sequel to Nightjohn, which is Sarnie. So those are the three books I have in my book column. I haven't had a whole lot of time, unfortunately, to read another book. Sarnie, I was reading about a chapter a day, and I just finished that one. Movies. Right when school got canceled, I watched the movies with my kids, and I listed them here. And then my wife and I are watching a show on Amazon Prime called Jack Ryan, and we also watched the Washington series on the History Channel. I've also been watching Jeopardy a lot on ABC. That's a quiz show. And I also just watched a movie called Lewis and Clark, Great Journey West. So you want to fill this table in first with anything you can think of that you've watched. Some of you may need more spaces, so if you needed another slide, you could always click on the slide and click duplicate slide, and it'll give you another one where you can erase these and type in new ones, depending on how many books you've read, or how many shows you've watched, or how many movies you've watched. Might be a longer list in some categories than others. Then once that's finished, you want to go down to the next slide. So here I got started on mine. What I did was I went to make this box was I clicked on this little T here. That allows me to create a text box. So what I can do then is I can drag and draw something here where I can type in the book that I've read. So you'd start with the title of the book and author. Then you'd want to write in why you chose it. You could recommend the book. You could also say what you liked or disliked, or you could any reaction that you had to the book, something that was surprising, something the author did in the book that was interesting. So if you think back to some of the Gordon Corman books our class read, each chapter was a different character's point of view, and that was kind of a neat trait that all of his books had. If that's something you like that would make you want to read the author's book again, then list that in your book web. Okay, so those are the types of things we're looking for. I also wrote down the genre of Nightjohn and Sarnie. Those are both historical fiction books. They took place during the Civil War. And I wrote down that Sarnie was the sequel to Nightjohn. Then I have my movie web. I put a couple of movies down on here. I put Nightjohn on here because I watched that movie because I read the book. So sometimes I choose books that have movies so that I can compare the two. It's interesting for me to be able to do that. I also picked Rudy, which is a movie about a boy who grows up and wants to go to Notre Dame to play football. I've always liked that movie, and I shared it with my kids, so we watched that, and I put that on my web. But there's lots of room for you to add things, and if you think you're running out of room, just make the font smaller, or you can duplicate a slide if you need to. Finally, this would be shared on our class share tracker. So when you're all the way done with your web, even if you won't be all the way done because it's only April, and you're going to be adding to this in May and June. But as soon as you've got something put together, something that you can share, or share something that you've read or watched with the class, you want to click on the share button, and you want to copy your link for view only. Okay, if you want people commenting on it, you can change to comment. That's your call, but definitely don't put edit. You never want to do edit when you're sharing to the share tracker. Copy that link and put it into our distance learning share tracker next to your name here. The way to do that would be, let's say I'm Edward. Let's say I'm Edward. So I would just type in Edward's web. Okay, then I would highlight Edward's web, click on the link button, and paste my link in there, and then click apply. As soon as I do that, the link will show up as blue, and everyone will be able to see Edward's story web, and we can share it with the class. We can discuss it at morning meetings. So good luck with this assignment. Again, to get started, you want to go to the template and go to File, Make a Copy. And this is something you can work on throughout a week and put on there, and it'll count as one of your challenges. Good luck.